What's up, everybody? You got Matt here from Nerdthusiast. Today's video was a Patreon poll topic that we had. So this got voted on over at Patreon. You guys can support us over there. Patreon.com/Nerdthusiast. Shout out to Juan Espinoza for supporting us on there. So thank you very much, Juan. So the video today is all about retro game prices on the rise. This is happening for many reasons, so let's hop right in. So why are the retro game prices rising? The basic answer is supply and demand. There's a massive amount of people buying video games right now due to the pandemic that's happening. Compounded with that, I feel like more people are playing retro games than ever before, and more people are collecting video games than ever before. That means there's less people trading in games, there's less people just, dumping games, getting rid of them, handing them off to other people, whatever the case may be, putting them on eBay, probably even putting them in garage sales. So there's just less out there to buy. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just go into a game store that carries retro games, go take a look at what they have in stock, and if you can remember from before the pandemic and compare the two in your mind, you'll see that inventories are very depleted. This is causing a lot of what I would say are the mid-priced games to spike up in price in particular. Of course, you're always going to have games like Little Samson on NES that are going to hold their value for a very long time. They're always going to be high. You're always going to have those as examples. But specifically what I'm talking about is, some of the cheaper games are on the rise too, but these mid-tier games are really hopped up in price. Specifically, you can track it on like eBay or something like that. I'm going to try to get some photos in here for you guys. But prices of things with like Mario, and I'm talking about anything with Mario in it. They've always been popular to begin with. They've always held their value pretty well. Pokemon games have all gone up in value. Go try to find a Pokemon, from the original DS, like Pokemon Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Black and White, Black and White 2. All those things have gone up in price. Just because they're harder and harder to find. People need something to do right now. These are just some specific examples I'm giving you guys, and the price of like a Mario Kart on like 64 GameCube, that's going up in price. Anything again with Mario in it. These are just some basic examples. You guys can go check it out for yourself. I'm not going to get into that any further. A side note is old sports titles, for the most part, really haven't gone up too much. But like the last generation of like Xbox 360 and PS3, the last college footballs for those, they're quite expensive now. You can go look at the last, I think it was 2014 was the last NCAA football game. That's worth quite a lot of money right now, just because they didn't make a lot of them. A lot of people didn't buy them, and that was the last time they made an NCAA football game, from EA. And who knows when it's going to happen again. So that's just another example. So the next question is, when is this going to end? That's a very hard question to answer. Obviously, as we get out of the pandemic, people are not quarantined at home anymore. You'll probably see people start to trade in their stuff again, or possibly like sell it on eBay or things like that. So they'll put a little bit of supply back into the market. However, I don't think it's going to be like the way, at least for a while, it's not going to be like the way it used to be. If a financial crisis were to occur, then you're going to see people start to get rid of their stuff that are in desperate situations. But I don't think you're going to see a lot of influx of supply until something like that happens. I think people now, or more than ever, are really wanting to hold on to their stuff. They don't want to get rid of it. And it's going to take a lot for people to give it up. I mean, from my personal experiences with things, people will give up a lot before they give up their entertainment. A lot. It's crazy, People that, spend way too much money on games, or, have some crazy collection of movies, whatever it is that keeps them entertained in America, people are willing to give up just about anything to maintain that entertainment level. So I think it's going to be quite a while till you see things start to stabilize again. Are there going to be any lasting impacts? Yeah, well, that kind of goes off of what I was just saying, right? So the lasting impacts are really going to be that the mid-tier games, like on NES, like I'm just thinking of that because it comes to mind. Like Contra is like a mid-tier game. I'm sure that Contra has gone up in value, maybe not to the highest price that it's ever been, but in the past few months, I guarantee you Contra has gone up in value. Things that people used to play when they were younger. I guarantee you things like Ninja Gaiden probably went up and got, in value. Generational things that are different too, like PS3, 360, and Wii games. There are more people looking for that stuff right now since when those, systems were in their heyday. It's depleting the supply dramatically. Like, there's not enough, People who are digging out their Wiis that have been sitting in closets for 15 years and they're getting back into it, It's going to be a while before the supply kind of, comes out of it. And people are going to have to, A, be allowed to go out of their houses for that to happen. And B, they're going to have to be willing to give up their stuff again. Some of these people might have already gotten rid of their Wii stuff. Now they went back and got it back during a pandemic, which they might have paid a little bit more for. So like, man, I shouldn't have got rid of this. Now, they might think twice before getting rid of it after the pandemic. They might just hang on to it, which is really going to screw up the supply. I don't know when things are going to get normal. I don't have an answer to that. But if you wanted me to guess, it's going to be a while, man. I don't think the supply is going to really take shape until maybe a year from now. Maybe. If we have a financial crisis, that might come up a little bit sooner. But it is going to take a while for this to readjust. All right, guys, so I just wanted to go over, what's going on in the retro world a little bit with you. Let me know what you guys think about this video since I'm, doing something a little bit different. I'm just kind of going off the cuff. Usually I try to script as much stuff as possible. I did use my computer to, have some bullet points for me. But yeah, let me know if you liked the video. Leave some comments, like, subscribe, share, ring the bell, all that great stuff. Follow us on Twitter, @Nerdthusiast. You can follow my personal account, @FromNJ2CA. Follow us over on Patreon. Patreon.com/nerdthusiast. You guys can donate on there. It would really help us out. Again, it goes towards our equipment and stuff like that. All right, thanks for checking out the video. You guys take care.